Hi everybody, my name is Marin and I'm going to be sharing with you a nice little routine for progressive muscle relaxation. In order to begin, you want to find a comfortable place to lay down, ideally. If you need to sit and you feel more comfortable sitting, feel free to do that. I'm going to go ahead and lay down here on my mat just to be able to relax my entire body. Now, once you find a comfortable place to sit or lay down, what we're going to do is we're going to slowly move our mind into our muscles. But for now, try to focus on just gently relaxing your body where it is. Find a place where it's comfortable. Bring your breathing to nice, deep, slow, steady breaths. Exhale with a nice big sigh. Let's do this a couple more times. Inhale. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start at the toes. I want you to crunch your toes together, squeezing them as hard as you can. Hold that for a couple counts, then release and relax. Breathe in deep. Let's try that again. One more time, squeezing our toes, maybe even point those toes as you squeeze, and then relax, letting your body go limp. Breathing in nice and deep. Now this time I want you to point your toes but focus on squeezing the calves, flexing the calves, really making sure they're nice and engaged as hard as you can. Hold that for a moment, then release. Taking a nice big breath. Relaxing that body. This time I want you to flex your toes up, really squeezing the shins, feeling a nice stretch in your calves. Maybe you're getting a little bit of your quads engaged. Hold that for a second, then release. Really allow yourself to just fall into the ground as you release, taking a nice big breath here. Now let's move up to our quads. Flex your quads in any way you can. You might be flexing your whole leg, squeezing the quads. You might feel your glutes engaging slightly. Hold that for a moment. Really squeeze it and release. Take a big breath. The next movement we're going to move into is our glutes, squeezing those glutes really tight. Squeeze them as tight as you can, maybe feeling your quads, feeling your core engaged. Hold that for a moment, really get it nice and tight, then release. Breathe in deep. We're then going to move into our core, feeling our core engage. We're going to squeeze that core, maybe crunching a little bit, lifting the hips up, squeezing as hard as you can, holding it, and then release. Take a big breath. Take a moment to feel the lower half of your body relax, loose. From here, we're going to wiggle our fingertips, bring our fists into a ball, squeeze those hands as hard as you can, then release. Breathe. Maybe open those hands a little bit, open and close them. From here, I want you to focus on flexing your wrists up, engaging the forearm muscles. Squeeze that nice and tight as if you're gripping something really heavy and about to lift it up. Feeling those forearm muscles flex, holding it for just a moment, and then release and breathe. Next, we're going to flip our hands down. Focus on lifting those forearms or lifting the hands upward. flexing the upper forearms, maybe feeling your arms extend, maybe feeling your shoulders press down, squeezing them, engaging your entire muscles, and release. From here, we're going to lift our hands by bending at the elbows, squeezing those biceps, really flex that curl, squeezing the biceps, maybe pressing your elbows down into the ground, holding that contraction, feeling it in your core, and then release. Take a breath. Let's go ahead now and shrug our shoulders up to our ears, squeezing the traps, pulling the shoulder blades back, pressing our head firmly into the floor, holding that tension for a minute, then release. Take a breath. Relax here for a minute. Now we're going to take a moment to try to flex every muscle in our body. We've just spent all this time flexing each individual area. Let's engage them all right now. So go ahead, point those toes, squeeze those calves, engage the quadriceps, squeeze the core, press your glutes together, fist in a ball, shoulders up to the ears, head pushing into the floor, squeeze it all. Hold that for a moment. And then release everything. Take a breath. Feel that blood rush through all of your body parts and feel your body as it relaxes. Take a moment to breathe here for just a little bit. Inhaling and exhaling, filling up your lungs. Feeling yourself sink into the floor or your chair. I really hope you've enjoyed this entire routine. My name is Marin, and thank you so much for joining me.